the mountain pipes of Pan, the drums of me, the parliament funkadelic of birds at the edge of the sea. Ah, conjure. The skeleton of days lays out its wreath, and she's protected by her father. She's protected by just another of those hired thieves. True borrowed belonging is the only peace. Smokey Robinson said on The Tonight Show, the leaves are falling. I quote, the leaves are falling, and so are we. Long about now, devotion and ease. Ah, conjure. Cloud of steam, obscure head, cloud of steam, foreign train, pulling out of the station all the stops, FTW and A to Z, everything in the USA, ah, conjure. But the newspapers blowing behind on the tracks, that front cover photo of the girl, yeah, the girl. Stop and rewind the cloud of steam, ah, conjure. All back into her ears. Yeah, she was mad. At the top of her lungs, a more beautiful voice than I ever imagined in that dream. Ah, conjure. Her healing impact till I was sick. Yeah, the girl, obscure head, hungry tattoo crawling towards skin that smashed it flat with naked belief. Sometimes your beauty makes you the beast. Ah, conjure. And you ask, is the chalice half empty? You got half belief? You are the anti-host. Is that chalice half empty of hosts, or do you have half belief? To live outside the law, you must shake that censer at the front of the church, the Romanesque church. And I say, to live outside the law, baby, you gotta be attractive. I know you always say that you'll explain that to me. Yeah, and my neighborhood now is the barrier reef, spearing the shadows that the tide washes up, clinging to the beach. The derelicts are trying to drink my sleep. Car alarms are our campfire songs in my little settlement by the sea. Sometimes your beauty makes me the beast. Ah, conjure. Yeah, and I've been serving only time, atonal for my crimes. The hands of the clock form a wishbone. She breaks apart with her eyes. I serve as canvas, watercolor venom, her paint brushes. She undresses the book in her lap. Piece by piece, she tosses me the burning braille. Sometimes your beauty makes you the beast. Ah, conjure. I'm a road movie so hot. The statues melt on your dashboard. The blue jeans just stick to your ass. It's Brennan on $5 a day, thinking woman thumbing the guide to me. She said, I'm gonna thumb you just like a dictionary. All the downtown sights and the roadside distractions, all things overheating and language of chrome. And every time I talk, your windshield cracks just a little more, letting in the night in the passing lane. Let's trace the spider web against the sky. I'm undressing your tail fins with my eyes. Dead bugs on the hood and the dust from the fault line brings me right back to Earth, the youth hostel, where all the girls come on the floors of their rooms. I'll try to keep moving. I'll try to keep moving. I'm a skylark, bent and brooding. The engine is knocking. It's time to go. It's time to go. I'm so hungry on the road, my balls are fuzzy dice. I get all the movies I need in the rear view mirror. And my cock is out thumbing a ride. She says, pardon me, are those bugle boys or do you just want me to blow you? I roll up my sleeves. My arms have become as unto me white lines, an index of how far we've fallen inside each other. and you open your jeans with that sweet on snap. I taste denim fever, the kind of living that swallows me whole. Outside everything passes by, sexy, blur, and blasé. The Denny's and the refineries, the Grand Slam breakfast, coffees, sunsets, coughing up clots of color bleeding over the postcards of choking smog. Route 10, the Christopher Columbus Intercontinental Highway. We are amplifiers, and all the towns feed back in dust devils for earth angels and a white noise tailspin. Steady the wheel and turn up the sounds. And my kiss is just like sand, it's so dry the next off-ramp. Where you wet my lips, next exit and we're home. It's a human rest stop. I don't care if the shower's broken. The weather of emotions purifies my face to the bone. Your dark confidence slaughtered all my biblical oxen like dumb trucks, 18 gears grinding up an incline of sheer wind. To the way station where they check my eyes at the border, I talk into their flashlights, yeah, officer, even though we're really from here. We're just passing through. And the big unleaded gulp nozzles in, the motor that carves a moment in my heart. The concrete apron is stained by flowers, self-serve. Starting from scratch, it's the road that strips standard parts. Like maps to the stars' homes ripped right down the middle. I'm the same as paradise, but cheaper than the world. This one's called Medicine Paint. It's for Gail Roth. It's R-O-T-H. Let me tell you about the woman I want to know better. Let me tell you about healing wisdom in its sexiest form. Let me tell you about this woman I know just a little about. It is the highest and the most grounded I've ever been in anybody's presence. She sent her spirit into my flesh, where it holds and grows and warms. I was squashed flat as a hat on a priest in a train wreck in this town, spray-painted with bullets, where all the graffiti dead dance on their tombstone billboards, Marky or Easy Mark or whatever the hell his name is, and all these other child-porn Jesuses that have nothing to do with her, crowned by the flashbulb thorns, can shrivel back inside their Calvins, where their bulges are just knots of vanity choking them off at the sex. But this woman of mine got the real thing, and she gives me humor. She gives me loving. She opens to receive me and everything I have to give this life. Tempered and refined me inside her in a plush trance, a fur-lined mantra. My woman so strong she can bend the bars and the black flag and step right in and free my heart that was beating itself against the cage waiting for her. She is my medicine paint, and I am the paint running down the window like pop art. She is my medicine paint, she is my medicine paint. She is my medicine paint. Even her blues light me up, even her storms warm the dead. Even the seeds of her rage later turn into flowers of joy at life's possibilities. She is my medicine paint. Pacing, pacing, pacing. Girl, maybe fly, but we need a swatter. Her insect thoughts buzz, buzz, eardrum buzz. Where's my black flag? Bogan and dissonant slumming her lips into croaked precious rants. She's rant style undressing on salad days of brown lettuce. Her wet art is on my dry heave. She doesn't need an audience, she needs a dry cleaner. She wears her vomit on her sleeve, hoping it will be my sleeve, Eileen's sleeve, David's sleeve. But you know, the truth is, it was probably Corey's sleeve, not that he cares. So her last period was bad, but so were her words and commas too, an exclamation point. If she spent as much time in her work as she does in her dark, dangerous coffeehouse look, we'd all be better off. Nah, maybe not. She's the kind of girl to have daddy rent her a plane so she could skywrite a suicide note and then parachute safely out of the plane only after she's sure enough people that used to go to, where was it? Journalism class. Where was it? It was LA, it was Cal State Los Angeles. Enough people that used to go to Cal State Los Angeles with her and work on the paper would read this suicide note in the clouds. And speaking of flying, you know she's like that fly in a pressurized cabin when the air has been recycled from the last smokeless flight. When I'm 8 miles high in some airliner, she's a bad in-flight movie that not only do I not buy headphones for, but I also order extra airbags. She's a ptomaine coquette with a phantom limb up her sphincter, causing her to wriggle vainly on her own hooks as we all cut her bated breath right out of our lives. She drops her rat catch phrases like lead manna from above. She's out on that low road, putting out ere kissing her muse, some swayback stud. She's as cold as tenterhooks and Klamath Falls and Frostbite Falls. Maybe Prince could be her Hans Brinker, but her disagreeable rust would dull even his blades. She should cut another hole in her own ice. Maybe she'll fall through because she's pacing circles on thin ice. Showing off her legs when I wish she'd just use them to run away with and close that door. I don't want her clipped word coupons to a preening fury that expired yesterday at Ralph's. She's stuck in the revolving door of her own condemned building, buzzing, all the doorbells for attention at once. And she'll have angst till her daddy takes her T-bills away.